Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And on today's stream, we're going to discuss the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market, because right now, Bitcoin is of course once again coming down ever so slightly from the highs that we have been reaching. And right now it is retracing and it is retesting basically once again the lower side of support on this 4-hour support zone towards the downside. So right now, pretty crucial moments where Bitcoin is trading on, and pretty interesting times if Bitcoin is going to be managing to hold on towards the support line. So far, we did got the initial touch point of this level, and we right away can see the market is getting bought up a little bit further on from here on. We still have another 3 hours to go here in order to see the 4-hour candle close, and is it going to be a bullish one? That's going to be the question we should be asking ourselves right now here. But personally, if I'm going to be looking towards this market, of course, we can clearly see that there is still a massive, and right away going to go down towards the content. So first of all as well, thank you so much for tuning in towards the amazing stream. Today we're going to just talk about Bitcoin. We're just going to talk about cryptocurrencies in general. We're going to talk about your favorite projects on today's stream here, and of course we're going to be witnessing this Bitcoin correction, because market has been correcting for a while here, and literally today I got a message from some of my friends here, and they sent me a video from some other guys here, and they sent it to me. Oh shit, this is not looking good. And that was of course also giving me some more motivation, giving me myself some more confidence, because yeah, we do know the fear is kicking in, and of course more and more people do not see the market reversing. Of course, it's taking for already quite a few days till this market has not been reversing, right? So the market has been in downtrend for quite a while right now, and that is of course resulting, and it's basically reflecting the fear and greed index, because the longer it takes, the less people are going to stay interested. People lose their interest out of Bitcoin. What is of course most certainly for us Bitcoin bulls very good here, because as soon as the people are going to be losing their interest in cryptocurrencies, it allows us to of course accumulate in a fair valuation, and of course at a cheaper valuation as well. But yeah, people are starting to get afraid here. People do still not see the market bouncing back up here, and they're right now asking the questions, and of course I think they are very stupid questions, of course. Not questions, but statements they're making. They're saying, oh, is this the end? Is the market right now, is it done with the Bitcoin market? Are we right now going to go in this 4-year market low? Is Bitcoin never going to see an all-time high anymore getting visited? I totally disagree with those kinds of statements here, because of course I look to the financial situation, how it is currently is, and of course Bitcoin is the easiest way out here. And because of the fear being so high, it just of course confirms my thoughts about these market reversals. Of course, because we do know in market dumps here and market corrections down here, we usually tend to see weekend selling off here and strong hands, and of course people, we can call them smart money, accumulating back in towards the market. So while we have been looking at this chart here, of course you can clearly see Bitcoin is coming further down from of the point from of the previous low as well over here. MACD has been still continuing its trend here, like you can see on this whole trend, basically low getting formed, higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed, sorry, lower low I mean, and then of course once again right now again a lower low getting formed. And of course while we are forming these lower lows on the MACD together with the trend line as well here, you can clearly see the momentum wave here. The trend line here is as well curving back up here, while price action keeps continuously dropping down here. This basically does reflect this right now here. We're seeing a significant amount of increasing in the momentum, and we are right now seeing a significant amount of sell pressure getting lost on the chart here. And of course we are seeing right now a big squeeze getting generated. So I've been saying it already several times. Yesterday I said it. I do think that today is going to be a major day here, because I do think today is going to be the day of the massive market volatility. But yeah, we can clearly see that price action is getting just squeezed in towards an apex, and we're just going to see a large amount of volatility. You could be of course better read it of the momentum trend waves here, like you can see over here. And if I'm going to real quickly remove the histogram for you guys out there to make it of course a little bit more clear, let me do this. Oh sorry, excuse me, let me remove the histogram. You can basically see the momentum is right now getting squeezed in towards an apex, and because the momentum of the MACD is getting squeezed in towards an apex, we basically are right now seeing of course not a lot of volatility in the market. We have been seeing today of course, yeah, you can call this volatility, but of course an $1,000 move for Bitcoin is nowadays not of course a lot. It's like from high to low approximately like 3 or 4% moves here. These are of course are pretty regular moves here, and of course in the past 7 hours we came down 3%, but it's not of course an extreme volatile move here. But right now we can see is that the 4-hourly candles are preparing themselves for this massive volatility shock here. So that's of course a thing I'm looking forward towards, and like you see several times before in the MACD, you tend to see massive shakeouts here, you tend to see massive pushes back here. we tend to see this now, a couple times, and a couple times we tend to see these kinds of things playing out here. So yeah, pretty interesting what we do concurrently see here on the MACD. But what we are basically reflecting, and what I'm basically trying to tell you guys here, is like you can see over here, low getting formed, higher low, low getting formed, lower low getting formed, lower low getting formed, lower low getting formed. So pretty good what we're currently seeing here. And I personally think because we're seeing that here and the price action still continuously forming lower lows here, this is of course giving me a clear signal of this momentum divergence. Of course, MACD is right now money flow index is not looking necessarily bullish right now on the current time of recording. But since Bitcoin right now is as well retracing back towards its lower side of support, I do not want to be seeing it close below it. Of course, I've said it several times before. Yes, Bitcoin could be maybe go below this range here. But as soon as Bitcoin does go below this green line of support, I do not want to be seeing it going below the 45.2k, because 45.2k is monthly support. And if I'm going to go back towards the monthly time frame, you can clearly see monthly resistance support. And of course, right now on the 4-hour time frame, this level has been providing us on the daily, on the daily time frame. This level has been providing us as well. Over here, very strong support. It has been providing us over here, very strong support, very strong support. And of course, what do I expect to see with this level right now? Over here, we're going to reach it, and I will be going over your question in a second, Harshtucker. But the real big question is, of course, what are we going to be expecting if we're going to once again see this level that did clearly provide a lot of resistance and support here, like you can see here. I right now checked it all over because, yeah, previously this level provided a lot of significance. Are we going to see it another time providing a lot of significance? I personally will be already give you the yes here. And of course, a chance that Bitcoin is going to be creating a fake wick towards the lower side. Bitcoin is going to move down from this point here, try to create a fake wick and then curve back up here is extremely high. But I think as soon as we do touch the 45.2k, it's going to be allowing, of course, a lot of buyers to step in towards the market, because that level is basically a very strong accumulation range here. So looking forward towards if we're going to be seeing that level getting touched here. We could be seeing a potentially, of course, a massive shake down here before continuing our way up here. And what could be happening is that we're going to see similar 4-hourly candles like we've seen before with major wicks on the lower side. So Bitcoin coming down in a very rapid pace, shake out a lot of orders, and then it's going to continue its way up right away after itself in the same candle. So if, of course, everything can happen very quickly in crypto, especially these shakeouts, these liquidation moves, we tend to see them very quickly happening. So I'm looking forward towards on how it's going to be playing out here. And of course, right now we're trading on pretty key levels of support and resistance. The 1-hour candle, by the way, closed here just a moment ago. Of course, this previously 1-hour candle close that we did got over here was already a little bit more bearish. But right now, of course, where it looks to be still continuing our way down here in this current trend, that we're trading in. So I've been looking at a potential downward sloping support line from of this range over here, but I will be not taking this really. Of course, on the 1-hour candles, we could be looking at this level, but on the 4-hourly candles, I already look at the downward sloping support line that we're right now trading on. So yeah, it's going to be pretty crucial. Of course, the horizontal range that we basically have been bottoming out on is the level that we're right now retesting. And like I said several times before, volatility is usually way higher as soon as you're going to be, let's say, trading below a range low here. So we're right now about to retest the range low here. We're literally retesting the range low right now here. And as soon as we do see it, let's say a 1-hour candle close below it, it could go very quickly. So like you can see right now here, it is already going pretty quickly right here. So I'm very interested about how this is going to be playing out right now here, and hopefully we could be manage to hold on towards this range here. It's going to be crucial, in my opinion, to be managing to hold on towards this range here, because as soon as we do fail to hold on this level, yeah, it's going to be looking a little bit more bearish. Okay, I get the notification, Bitcoin crossing 45.6k. I was putting up a notification for to see once Bitcoin is going to be touching the level, because it wasn't going to be a very important level for me to look at. And of course, I will be muted real quickly because it's a very annoying sound. So by the way, Bitcoin daily chart, real quickly giving you guys an update about it. Daily chart, pretty interesting still for Bitcoin. Of course, still in this consolidation phase. Bitcoin is still consolidating its way down here. Like you can see, the price action is really getting squeezed in towards this low volume range here and this less volatile range here. So usually once Bitcoin tend to show this less volatile zones here, it tend to, of course, afterwards see a massive amount of volatility. So yeah, I do think there's going to be some big market moves that are about to come here. Which direction is going to be towards? Hopefully towards the upside, of course. But let's see what we're going to be head towards. Because yeah, a lot of people are still waiting to potentially be buying cheaper, but of course I always say, like, if we're still going to be waiting to be buying potentially cheaper Bitcoin on, let's say, $44,000 US, I think you're taking a particularly big risk here by not accumulating a little bit of your Bitcoins over here. And that's, of course, the reason why as well use the dollar cost average strategy. I am not planning to be, of course, going all in at certain levels at once. I just would rather, of course, DCAing towards my positions. And I think even though if you're an extreme bear here, I think DCAing, I think it's a fact. The dollar cost averaging in towards positions, dollar cost averaging in towards your spot Bitcoin holdings is always going to be the best strategy, because it's been the proven best strategy out there to become rich in crypto. So no matter if you're a bear, no matter if you're a bull, I think everyone can agree that DCAing is a very good strategy. And of course, the bears will be right now saying here, but no, I'm not going to DCA in a bear market. But of course, the people that are calling this market a bear market have to do some more research, because then you don't even know what the definition of a bear market is. So, yo Rover, yo Cast, how you're doing? And as well, Harsh was asking us here, can we expect Ethereum all-time high end of the month here? So, I mean, can we expect it? I mean, the more closer we're coming towards the end of the month, the more likely it is not going to be happening, of course, right? So, it was definitely, Ethereum is definitely and has been definitely showing a lot of strength against Bitcoin. So how can we determine that Ethereum is going to set a new all-time high? In my opinion, if we want to be determining, okay, is Ethereum going to set a new all-time high? It has to be Bitcoin that has to be flipping a little bit more bullish, because right now it is really Bitcoin that is basically suppressing the price action of Ethereum, because Ethereum has been just performing very well against Bitcoin. But since the Bitcoin against the dollar pair has been going down here, it has dragged Ethereum with it as well here. So as soon as Bitcoin does flip bullish, and as soon as Bitcoin does going to be going into this bullish period, it's going to be allowing to see this Ethereum continuation up here. And then there's going to be the question for, of course, determining when do we see a new all-time high for Ethereum. When is Bitcoin going to be flipping bullish? And of course, in my opinion, Bitcoin can flip bullish if it's, first of all, it will be flip bearish if it's going to be breaking the support range, because it's going to be failing to hold on towards this level, and it's most likely going to come way lower. But Bitcoin is going to be bullish as soon as it does break the top side of resistance. So that's something that we still have to be waiting for. As soon as we do see that, we're going to be most likely to see very quick continuations up here. Probably everyone won't be expecting it, especially the bears. They won't expect it, and it's going to be a very, very interesting journey that we're going to have on that point here. So I'm looking forward towards it. Of course, purely looking at the Ethereum chart here. Let me go towards over this chart over here. Yeah, you can clearly see this range of support hasn't been a pretty important one. So previous resistance over here, support, and of course right now it has been trading and holding us up for the past 4 out of 5 days here. So we do want to be seeing this level holding us up as well for the Ethereum daily chart here. Omicron crashing the market, Dow futures down 2.66%. But of course, Fat Juicy, we do know, I mean, the market is once again overreacting, just like every single variant of whatsoever of the pandemic. The market, stock market especially, is just overreacting. Of course, the Dow Jones is, of course, once again 1%. Right now 1% down here. Of course, the futures are a little bit further down. Of course, the US 500 down very significantly again. Like you can see, it recovered. It set a new all-time high, and since of that point it came down. And of course, because the stock market is right now down over this weekend, it is right now as well dragging Bitcoin down with it. And that is, of course, the fact. The stock market being down, dragging Bitcoin with it. And of course, some people are asking, how is the lockdown in the Netherlands? It is shit, because we can't do stuff anymore. You can't do literally nothing anymore. And I'm going to go away in like 2 weeks from now, and I'm going to go to a different country, because yeah, I mean, I don't like it here anymore. So yeah, the US 500, pretty interesting. It came down as well. But once again, we do know it's an overreaction of a virus. And usually when such kinds of a virus comes out here, the best thing you could have done in every single time the stock market was panicking was, of course, buying that dip here. Because the people that are panicking, I mean, the real smart investors are not panicking right now. Because first of all, there has been a research out of South Africa that has been showing that it has been there's an overreaction right now. That's basically their conclusion. I can't talk about it, and I very much hate that I can't talk about this stuff here, because otherwise I will be getting my channel will be getting deleted. So I will be not talk about that. But yeah, the stock market is overreacting in my opinion. And of course, last time around when we did saw that period that of course the virus came around here, it was definitely a good time for accumulation. And of course right now we have the same thing here in the market in extreme fear. Of course this is helping, and this is giving a reason for Bitcoin to move down here, and a reason for more people to be panicking and panic sell the Bitcoin. But I mean, the further we're going to go in towards this pandemic, the more money they're going to be printing, so the more money assets are going to get worth here. So please do understand the game, do understand how you should be playing it. But for me on right now, this is not an extreme big reason to start to be panicking over here. Of course, stock market is down here, could be dragging and could be having a negative effect. The S&P 500 is right now 1.5% down here, and the markets are about to open in, of course, 1 hour and 30 minutes from now on. So it's going to be pretty interesting on how the markets are going to be opening. But basically, so far, the stock market is just suppressing the Bitcoin price here, and Bitcoin is just trading on key levels of support that it has to hold on towards right now. That, of course, if the stock market is going to see further continuation down here, it's going to be extremely bearish, of course. Dollar index is forming a double top on the daily. Let me quickly check up on the DXY here. Of course, DXY has been coming down very quickly, then came up again. Of course, the weekly candle close was pretty good one, to be honest. We have been not seeing, of course, a weekly candle close so high for the dollar index, the DXY. So dollar currency index doing pretty good here, significantly increased in its valuation, but not a clear breakthrough yet here. Daily time frame, do we call this a double top? No, I do not think so, because it's not significant enough on the daily time frame, to be very honest. Maybe on the 3-day time frame we could be seeing some interesting things. No, we do not see anything about that. So no, I do not really call this a double bottom, a double top over here. Of course, I do want to be seeing for the bulls, of course. I mean, if you're are you already a bull if you're going to be bullish on the dollar index? No, I don't get it. But if you're going to be hoping the price actually is going to be increasing its valuation, I should be looking, of course, towards a breakthrough of the ranges over here. If we do break above this 96.886 level, yeah, then we are most likely going to see a continuation up here. But as long as we're not closing a 4-hourly candle above this range here, it's not going to do so, and it's currently just trading in a sideways action period. And of course, every single time it touches the highs on this red box here, it tends to be a very good distribution zone, and every single time it tends to touch the lower side, there's a good accumulation zone. So far, looks to be the dollar index is going to come down a little bit further on if it's going to be a repeat all over again. So yeah, looking forward towards it so far as well. Bitcoin bouncing back very strongly here on the 4-hourly candle, so that's absolutely lovely to see here. Hopefully Bitcoin could be seeing this continuation up getting generated today here, because in my opinion that is going to be particularly crucial. By the way, if we're going to quickly have an overview about the coin market cap, guys, we do know that XRP was still in the green here, but XRP only 0.2% down here, while Ethereum is taking a 4.5% hit. So of course Solana taking as well a particularly big hit in the market right now, together with Shiba and Dogecoin, of course. So pretty interesting what we do have over here. And of course, so far, yeah, the markets are just continuously dropping off further on. And I think one of those two coins that are taking a big hit is Solana for sure right now. So we'll be keeping my eyes wide open on it. I mean, Solana, of course, we have been talking about this this crucial upward sloping support range here. And this upward sloping support line here got broken here on the 9th of December, since we did broke this level. Previously, support flipped into resistance over there, and that led towards this continuation towards the downside. And it's as well a reason for me to say, okay, clearly daily time frame for Solana is in a significant downtrend. This is most likely going to result in a further continuation down here. So that is, of course, important to know right now. But of course, if we're looking at the MACD, clearly can see, of course, MACD is right now forming a higher low. While the MACD is forming a higher low here, we can clearly see the price action is, of course, still forming lower lows. So we're forming a bullish divergence on the MACD right now, what is, of course, particularly good here on the daily time frame. But to be honest, can it right now, will this right now right away result in a continuation up here? No, we could be easily create another leg down all the way to, let's say, $110, and then of course form the last divergence, and then we could be seeing a continuation up here. Because yeah, we do create this divergence on the daily time frame, and it's the first one we see. So do not right away expect a market reversal. If you're really going to be looking in towards a market reversal for Solana, I should be rather just keep your focus on Bitcoin. I mean, for all other cryptocurrencies out there right now, have been saying it for the past week already, for a while right now, of course, right? So I've been saying it for several times already. Keep your focus on Bitcoin right now, because your focus should supposed to be on Bitcoin, especially in these market corrections. Because if you want to be belonging into altcoins, keep your focus to Bitcoin. The market reverse, you're going to be putting your focus to altcoins. So right now, I take my clear eyes towards which direction Bitcoin is heading towards. Right now, of course, I'm personally have been predicting, of course, I've been already giving my predictions on the market several times before, what I right now exactly think from it. I personally think bottom is close, or bottom is in, or we're extremely close. This is basically the thing that I said. Or how I could be definitely say it, of course, is that Bitcoin is about to go for a massive market reversal towards the upside. and I'm extremely bullish, and I'm buying on this range here. Of course, some people, I like it, but they disagree. They say it's a bad range for accumulation. I personally think it's a hell of a good range here for accumulating your Bitcoins. And probably this is going to be the week of the reversal. And have said it several times before already. So please, yeah, that's my opinion, of course. I've been explaining it several times why I do think this. Of course, I base my opinion, of course, on the 4-hour and daily time frame. And if I just looked at the daily time frame, it's are like so many confirmations that we're currently getting. That is just for me making myself so extremely bullish here. And of course, for some people that are not seeing it, for some people that just are emotionally attached towards Bitcoin, they're still going to say it's going to be bearish or whatsoever. But of course, I just look at the charts, I just do my trades, and I'm just going to lean back here and just make the gains here. So personally, I've been starting to be accumulating a swing trade position from up to 47,000 US dollars. All the way down is my strategy towards 38,000 US dollars. Even though I do not think Bitcoin is going to go down towards 38,000 US dollars, I think that the 47K towards the 38K is your level for accumulation. I've said that several times before. This is my level that I will be accumulating my swing trade position on. So if Bitcoin is going to continuously come down here, I will be buying more, buying more, buying more. Below this, I will be exiting, of course. But of course, if we're going to be already reversed on the top side, I will be not, of course, enter a lot in my position, but still I will be making good gains. If the market comes down all the way to 38K, I will be making the most amount of gains here, because then I have the most amount of quantity in my trades here. So yeah, pretty interesting strategy. I just try to use a pyramid trading accumulation strategy. How it basically works is that you accumulate your position on BYBIT. I did it with 10x leverage. I accumulate my position. If the market goes up here, I just make gains with that position. If the market comes down here, I will be adding more to my trade. I will be double down my quantity. So double your quantity basically means that you're going to literally drag down your average entry price by 50% towards the next level of accumulation. So because I'm doing that, I could be, of course, build up a massive swing trade position with extreme low risk here, because I'm very certain the market is going to be going into towards a reversal. Of course, maybe not now, but in the coming hours, in the coming days, not coming hours, but in the coming days, the market reversal will be here. Just of course, do not forget that about this channel, of course. So I'm looking forward towards that, of course. Right now, 46,000 US dollars is the level that we're trading on. Bitcoin trading a massive wick on the lower side, by the way, after retesting this lower range of support. But guys, before getting further in towards the content, I would like to, of course, ask you guys one quick thing here, because I see we're watching with 1,000 of you guys out there on the stream, but I see we're only got like 130 likes, guys. But you know, if you're going to slap up the like button right now, you will be not help me out massively, but you will be helping out the whole YouTube algorithm, because if we can all smash up the like button, all cryptocurrency content will be going viral on YouTube, because the more people smashing up the like button on crypto-related videos, the more people will be seeing crypto-related videos on their front page here, what is going to result in more people getting exposed to crypto. So make sure to smash it up right now here. And of course, not only at my channel, but at all channels, all crypto YouTube channels, just help to grow the space here, to get more people exposed towards crypto by slapping up that like button. Make sure to do so right now. Go below the video and slap it up like crazy. And of course, if you do want to be smashing up that subscribe button, do not forget to smash that one up as well here, of course. Daily has also got a bullish diverge. Yeah, we did discuss this. Daily time frame on Bitcoin is increasing its momentum while price action keeps continuously dropping down here. Of course, bullish divergence. Money flow index keeps increasing its valuation while price action comes down. Bullish divergence, and MACD as well. Higher lows getting formed on the MACD, lower lows on the price action. Bullish divergence as well over there. So we're seeing a triple bullish divergence on the Bitcoin daily time frame. By the way, have not even mentioned this yet here, but look at this on the 1 hour candles on Bitcoin. 1 hour candles currently are as well forming a bullish divergence, so you can clearly see market has been forming a lower low, price action has been forming a higher low. So we're seeing currently as well bullish divergence getting enabled on the chart here. So far we're seeing an increasement in valuation, and so far this has been leaning towards a little bit of a spike higher, so that's pretty interesting to see. So as well, if we're going to go in towards a 30-minute time frame, we can clearly see price action has been continuously coming down here, while the RSI has been continuously increasing in its valuation. So yeah, pretty interesting to see. So as well here, we're clearly seeing a bullish divergence getting formed on this market, and so far this is having the bullish edge here for the market right now here. So double bullish divergence right now getting enabled on Bitcoin could hopefully lead towards a continuation up here. Hopefully Bitcoin could be still see this bounce back here and hold this 45.6k range here, because yeah, we do know 45.2k range is a level that, I mean, I do want to be touching it because I'm very curious about how the market is going to react towards this very strong level of daily and monthly support. But of course, I rather do not like to see this level getting touched here, and we're just going to increase from up this point, of course. But yeah, most certainly this will be allowing us to, of course, accumulate a little bit in towards our positions. Second of all, yeah, I'm very curious about how much volatility and how much volume will be going in towards the market as soon as we do reach this target over there. Yeah, guys, make sure to smash that like button. In a bear market, no, we're not in a bear market. I mean, the dollar cost average all the way back down to 20k. I mean, some people are, of course, saying we're going to go to 20k. Some people are, yeah, predicting we're going to go towards these lower targets here. I'm personally not standing a word of that. I personally do not think Bitcoin is going to go to 20k, because give me a good argument about why Bitcoin should go to 20k. And like, give me a good argument, because fundamentally speaking, Bitcoin has been not changing a bit here since it was trading on 69k here. That right now people are way more bearish because the market came down 33% here, just like we had here in September. People were so bearish because market came down 25%. Just like here on May, people said this is the end of the market, we're going to go down to 9k because we came down 55% here. As well here, we had it in January. People were saying, okay, this is it. We came down 31%. But still, a lot of people just like to say, of course, extremely bearish targets. And of course, I personally think that people are always like, there are always going to be people calling for, oh, Bitcoin is going to go to 10k or 9k, or Bitcoin is going to go to 4k. You see, there are people that became toxic because they, let's say, they panic sold the dip and they want to be seeing the market going lower. They just sold off their Bitcoin and they want to see the market going lower, or they, of course, bought Bitcoin on the exact top here and they sold it already in the dip, and they just as well want to be seeing the market go lower because they want to be seeing other people burn. But yeah, we do know that at least on this channel, we're not going to be implementing our emotions into our set. Using your emotions while trading is the most stupidest thing you can literally do here, because if you want to be successful in crypto, learn to eject your emotions, learn to stay away from your emotions, because it will make you hella rich. Literally. So Bitcoin dominance W breakout. Let me quickly check up on the Bitcoin dominance real quickly. Is there really a W breakout? Is that really a thing that we are currently seeing? I mean, no, we're not really seeing a significant breakout or whatsoever. I mean, on the 1 hour candles, but I mean, I didn't really look at the extreme low time frames, of course. What I basically expect for Bitcoin dominance, and for all people out there, if you want to make some good gains, make sure to listen. Give me a second, by the way, because I will be taking a quick sip of my water. But if you want to make some good gains, what I think is looking towards altcoins, because what we're currently seeing on the Bitcoin dominance pair is extremely bearish for the Bitcoin dominance. We can see, I mean, let me first of all go back to our 2017. 2017, you can clearly see we bottomed out. I mean, the all-time low of the Bitcoin dominance was 35.4%. Since then, we bounced back up higher. We found the bottom on 39.8%, and then we moved up here with this W structure. And that was, of course, the end of the altcoin season. But right now, on this market, we, of course, are holding up towards this 39.8k level. 39.8% level. We have been now visiting the 35.4%, what is, of course, the all-time low here. And I personally think we are going to reach this all-time low level here, this orange line. I think we're going to reach it for the Bitcoin dominance. And I think that because, first of all, you can clearly see previous support, resistance. So far, still dragging us down here. But yeah, not talking about this resistance line, you can clearly see on the market right now here. Bottom getting formed, bottom getting formed, bottom getting formed. So first of all, what is this? This is a triple bottom. So it indicates we do not have really got good strength anymore. Because yeah, the more you're going to retest the lower side here, the more likely you're going to move down here. But as well, since we have been forming a lower high on the highs, it's basically a diminishing high structure with the same equal lows here. What basically is right now telling us we're in an M pattern. So an M pattern is basically a typical bearish bias pattern because you retest with a double top here, but you're retesting the lows for 3 times. So it basically means the support on the lower side is definitely getting weakened a lot. And right now what we can clearly see is for the Bitcoin dominance that we're most likely going to see a breakdown. Of course, breakdown target of this M pattern here could be, of course, leading the market down towards 31%. That could be pretty interesting if we could be seeing the market going down all the way to 31%. 20%, but personally, I think right now, especially, is not bad buy for accumulating altcoins. Of course, I've been already warning all the viewers on the channel, all the subscribers on this channel to be accumulating your tokens here around to 47.14% because we were approaching resistance. That was a very good call that we did made on the channel over there. And of course, we as a channel in general made very good gains by that call, of course, and we in the as a channel in general made, of course, a good fortune from of that level. So I'm looking forward towards what we're going to get from of that point. But indeed, the Bitcoin dominance was running in towards critical resistance, and from up that point we came down. Then we started to be speculating for an M pattern, and personally, this is going to lead in towards a continuation down here. Of course, if you want to be looking at the reverse chart here, it looks like a W. So this is, of course, the altcoin dominance, and this looks like a W structure. So bottom getting formed, higher low getting formed, equal tops, so clear, very strong W getting formed here with a higher low structure and with equal highs here on the neckline. So I personally think it's going to be leading towards a massive continuation up here, and altcoins are going to be absolutely flying. And of course, one of the altcoins that are really going to lead to a rally is, in my opinion, going to be Ethereum. I think Ethereum is just going to take so much valuation out of Bitcoin as soon as the merge comes out here, because of the merge, Ethereum will become a deflationary asset, and people will just want to be holding deflationary assets, and Ethereum is going to be the world's biggest deflationary asset out there on the planet. What is going to just make it so extremely interesting to be holding Ethereum, and that's the reason why I do think that the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation, so if we're doing a quick calculation, we can see 450 billion market cap for Ethereum, 865 billion market cap for Bitcoin. So let's say Ethereum is approximately 50% of the market capitalization of Bitcoin right now, and in 2022 I think it's going to creep up towards 70 to 80% because of the merge hard fork update and because of the lowering in fees. Of course, the faster transaction speed, more transactions a second, more scalability, and of course everything coming together, proof of work removal going over proof of stake, making it deflationary, everything comes together. What makes Ethereum just a perfect buy right now, especially if we're going to be looking for the coming year ahead of ourselves. And of course, because of Ethereum is going to take more valuation out of Bitcoin, and that is going to be, once again, eventually lead in towards a continuation up for all altcoins. Not necessarily Ethereum, because all altcoins are going to be benefiting from Ethereum taking valuation out of Bitcoin. Because as soon as you do buy, this is how the psychological side work of it. Some people only buy Bitcoin, but as soon as they do step over to buying another coin here, they, let's say, buying to Ethereum, they tend to be buying to more altcoins. So that's the first step, and that's going to be eventually leading towards this psychological run up here, towards more people having a wider portfolio, more people buying into more altcoins. And of course, we do know market cap of Bitcoin is 865 billion. Let's say if we're going to look at VeChain has a market capitalization. Just look for Ventum. Ventum has a market capitalization of 3 billion. So Ventum is, of course, could do literally a 350x if it wants to be having the same market capitalization of Bitcoin. So it's way easier to make a 100x with Ventum than Bitcoin, you know? And people are going to realize that. So, of course, buying into all kinds of altcoins like Ventum is a very good buy, in my opinion, right now on the $1.33 here. Could be making yourselves a ton of money, of course. So I'm looking forward towards it. And I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be very good buys for the coming months and coming years, especially ahead of ourselves here. I'm looking forward towards it. Of course, by the way, UC's, by the way, really creeping up here as well. If you look at the market cap here, has been really creeping up for quite significantly here in the recent days here. So pretty interesting. Of course, more market capitalization in stables, so that's pretty interesting, of course. So yeah, so far Bitcoin trading on 45.8k. Not a lot of things are happening right now. There's not extreme amount of volatility currently. Hopefully we could be seeing that volatility really getting turned up here in a moment from now on. We are creating a bullish divergence, in 1 minute and 30 seconds from now on we're going to close the 30-minute candle, and yeah, this 30-minute candle is as well having a bullish divergence, so that's going to be resulting in a continuation most likely. So yeah, looking forward towards it. Of course. Indeed, I mean exactly. I mean, for of course, if you want to be selling off your Bitcoin, you can do it. You can always do it. I mean, I'm not your father. I don't say what you have to do, right? So I mean, if you want to be selling off your Bitcoin and you feel comfortable with taking profits on your Bitcoin holdings right now, make sure to do so. Make sure to take some profits, or take some profits or take your loss. I mean, I should rather say that, because I mean, some people, yeah, do like to be buying high, sell low, right? But that's at least not my strategy. If the market comes down, I'm buying more. And even today, I bought another Bitcoin. I'm very happy with that. I did so. Of course, still looking to be buying into more altcoins as well here. I have been doing so already. Have been accumulating quite a lot of altcoins in the correction. This correction especially the last week here. But right now I'm still waiting. As soon as I do literally see the market of Bitcoin flipping bullish, and for me really to determine when is the market going to flip bullish, of course, breakthrough of this downward sloping trend line here is going to be, for me already, going to give me a very, very big signal that we could be in, of course, in this more bullish trend on Bitcoin. Downward slope resistance line on the highs here, and of course as well, a resistance breakthrough of this downward sloping trend line on the RSI daily chart here will be as well extremely bullish for me here, because yeah, if we could be breaking this downtrend as well on the RSI, yeah, this is going to lead towards a continuation towards the upside, most likely in a very rapid pace here. So that is as well a thing that I'm looking forward towards. Of course, look at these critical downward slope resist lines here on the RSI. RSI is getting suppressed, and as soon as you break the suppression trend of the RSI, you tend to see just massive continuations here, and you see just massive price surges on Bitcoin. And we do see like every single correction, I've said it several times before as well on the channel, but like some people just stick towards 2017 too much here. Some people stick to 2017 too much, and I should not do so. I should not do so, because every single market correction has its unique things of it. And like September was pretty unique, like May was very unique because it took so long and people were so afraid. I know, again here, this November December correction has took as well pretty long here, but why does it take so long, and why is it unique? Because as well the stock market is coming down right now. So every single correction is unique, and so is this Bitcoin correction as well. And it should not really compare to that towards 2017, because you can't compare a market that is completely different to each other. So I'm not... Thank you. May I ask you, do you think it's good to buy leverage for Bitcoin when buying it at 45k? Depending on your leverage, my man. I think you could be very, very safely below 10x leverage. It's pretty safe, as long as you're not going all in at once, and as long as you're going to be DCAing your position. Let's say you're using a 1 or 2x leverage. Yeah, you could for sure do so. I think 1 or 2x leverage is as well very powerful, especially on 45,000 US dollars. But I mean, what I was basically wanted to be saying here, you can't compare, let's say, an toilet from 1600 with a toilet nowadays, because nowadays toilets have like these electronic stuff here. They're way different how they work. Of course, it's basically the same, but it's a completely different use case, you know. So you can't compare those two things anymore together. And as well for Bitcoin, you can't compare Bitcoin towards how the market is behaving right now towards 2017, because in 2017 we were not having high amounts of open interest, and open interest changed the market completely. Of course, the market is maturing. There are coming more people, more traders, more adoption in towards the market, more money flowing in the market in general, making the market, first of all, behaving itself way differently. And basically, the whole reason why I said it several times before, why Bitcoin is so special here in 2021 and why it's behaved itself so differently than 2017 is because open interest. And I think very, very good here. I think it's very good. I mean, it's like Ethereum and Solana. You can't compare it. I mean, I don't think so. I think those two, you can't compare them, because Solana is totally not decentralized. Indeed. White wallets, not cars. I mean, yeah, we could do cars as well. I mean, yeah, just for the point, you know. I mean, some people calling a bear market because, oh yeah, like in 2017, as soon as we came below this moving average, we went in a bear market. That's some arguments from some people. Or some people say, oh, we have been too long in a downtrend, this is the bear market because we can't recover from this anymore. No, that's not how it works here, because it all comes down towards open interest and how the confidence is in the market, because right now it's a whole different market than before. And still, it's like a different learning curve, right? Like for me as well, like, I've learned a lot from 2017. I've learned a lot from 2016, 18, 19, 20. But as well, 2021, I've learned a lot here, because in the beginning of 2021 with trading, I was having a whole different approach here, because I was using old strategies, you know. And as time continued, I started to be changing on my strategies. I started to be looking into different things here, and I started to be understanding about why the market is moving so differently compared to 2017 and compared to the previous bull runs. And of course, it's basically a very simple answer, because you can see it all in front of your eyes here. You can see it happening in front of your eyes. You can see all kinds of charts. You can see all the data of the future market. The Bitcoin future market just has all the data for everyone over here. And like you can see, the correction that we got on the market is purely to shake at open interest. And we're below levels of September in terms of open interest. I mean, we are a little bit higher right now, to be honest. But yeah, we are on pretty low stages compared to before, of course. And that's, of course, the lovely part about it. Of course, we do know, you can see this blue line over here. This is the funding rate. And that's, of course, came down massively. It came down massively. Funding rates coming down so significantly. And thank you as well for becoming a member of the channel. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy your color. That is very simple. It's very simple to see how the market is changing up here. I mean, I'm still going to stick with my word here. I mean, of course, and if you want to be leverage trading, and if you are leverage trading in general, I mean, a lot of people are still, you have to do, I mean, it's not easy. You can, of course, everyone can make profit with leverage trading, but can you consistently make profit with leverage trading? That's the whole point here. And of course, can you just not get sucked up in your emotions? Because some people are going to leverage trade and they're going to use way too high leverage and they're going to get wrecked. Some people are going to leverage trade, they're in too much profit, but they're not losing their trades. And then they make losses. That's how it works. Some people don't use stop losses or whatsoever. So please do be careful with that. You have to do your research. It's not so easy. Of course, everyone can make profits with trading with some big of luck here. But of course, if you want to be consistently make profits with trading, you can't be basing your strategy on luck here. You can't be basing your strategy on pure stuff. I mean, it's just pure luck, of course. So please do your research on that. I mean, for me, it took me myself approximately, yeah, let's say 3 years, approximately 4 years. Let's say 3 years. Before I became consistently profitable. And it's been a long journey. And I mean, if I look back, I don't regret a single decision I took here. And of course, guys, for everyone wondering, the indicator, tomorrow I have my meeting with my developer for the indicator. And on that meeting, we're going to discuss the last tweaks from the Rover Trends indicator, because I will be dropping out my own indicator. That's going to help you identify market trends here, guys. So if you want to be finding out about my own indicator, and if you want to be using my own indicator as well, wait for a second. I'm not going to charge you for it, because I'm not going to ask you guys any money for it. The only thing I want to be asking you guys, if you want to be using my indicator completely for free, what will be helping you to crush absolutely this market for good, because I've been working so hard in the background with a developer. I mean, I have been lately a little bit less live here, but I've been doing so many stuff in the background. The guys as well, there's becoming one crazy side. We're working on one crazy side in the background. You will be able, literally everything will be for free, guys. On this channel, we're not going to ask you for a single dollar to, of course, support me or whatsoever. I mean, I don't care for those things here. We make enough money. My team already makes enough money by trading. So what we're right now doing here is making a website to provide value to you guys. And the website will be, first of all, the website where you could be applying for the Rover Trends indicator completely for free, of course, but you have to fill in the form. And on the website, there will be a page that is going to literally give you a free course. A free trading course will be on the website. And of course, it's not going to be a course that I'm going to talk in the course. No, that's not going to be. And maybe I'm going to give some free one-on-one lessons in the future. That is going to be a course, a reading course, a content reading course that's going to explain you guys about every single candlestick, how it could be looking, and what it is telling you. It's basically candlestick identification. I'm going to talk about several things here, right? So I'm looking forward towards making that here. And I mean, there are some big things in the pipeline, but of course, probably for the site and the free course is going to be rolling out in January. And of course, February, there will be a lot of updates coming out, because then I'm literally on the holiday with the developers. Not really a holiday, but I'm away from home and we're together, and we're just going to do a month-long dedication work, without any, we're going to go probably to a place we don't know yet where we can just focus and work together very goodly on this project, because we're going to be bringing out a lot of stuff here to be providing more valuation and value to you guys, right? So I'm looking forward towards that. And by the way, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we're right now 28 subscribers away before smashing it up towards 73.5k here. And of course, 73.5k is literally halfway point towards 74k. So it would be truly amazing if we could smash it up on today's stream here, guys. Make sure to slap it up here. That's amazing. I can't wait. For me as well. I mean, Melvin, all those guys here, I mean, absolutely OGs on the channel. I try to literally bring this out as soon as possible, but every single time I think, as well with the indicator, I thought, it's finished. I just run in towards another problem, and I'm not going to be rushing my products. I'm not going to bring out a product. Of course, I know I want to have a good product, right? So it's not going to be. Just want to be having a good product, and I don't want people complaining about it, you know. So just take a little bit longer, but I'm looking forward towards it. But yeah, very very exciting. I think the news and the development that's going on for the channel and for the audience, of course, is just very exciting in my opinion. I just can't wait to see how it's going to be playing out with you guys all out there, of course. That's pretty funny. Why are we down so bad, and when will it moon? I mean, guys, I thought it was a pretty funny tweet here. But why are we down? Because we need to distribute. We need to distribute our weekends in the market, and they have to get out. Of course, I think this is, of course, a very good, not meme, but like this is a roadmap for Bitcoin. I mean, eventually we'll come there. Maybe it's a long road. Maybe it's a bumpy road, but eventually we'll come there. And as well, we do know that this pin over here next to me, this is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin will be popping the fiat bubble. It's not the bubble that is Bitcoin. No, it's the pin that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin will pop the bubble because the whole fiat is just an incredible big bubble. And Bitcoin is going to be the one who's going to pop it. By the way, we're covering up pretty solidly right now. We're approaching $46,000 again, creating a particularly decent wick on the lower side right now. Do you recommend any trading books for crypto trade? Yeah, you can see a book here in the description. I think reading books about crypto trading is not necessarily going to right away make you a profitable trader, but it will help you a lot with the knowledge, you know. As well with my course, I'm not saying you're going to be. No, it's not very cursed, but like the free information I'm going to give. It's not that you're going to read it, you will become a millionaire straight away, because, I mean, it's the basic information. And with that information that you have once you're reading books or just reading any of these information, you know, you're going to be take that information with yourself to develop yourself as a person, to develop yourself in the space. And that's the reason why I think it's extremely valuable, because always everyone has their own strategy. Everyone makes their own strategy as well here, but you have to start somewhere. You have to have a base strategy, you know. You have to have some base thoughts about certain things here before you could be developing yourself on it. So yeah, it's going to be very exciting. And of course, I would like to have you know what's really my dream here is to have the best trading community below myself. And that's, of course, I mean, I think we are already a very strong one, especially with how we are approaching the market right now. But I definitely can't wait to see how it's going to be going here, because trading is literally a hobby. It's like an addiction for me, and it's maybe a bad addiction, maybe good here, but I like to, it's just my passion. I just like it. By the way, we could be as well look for an potentially extra downward slope resist line from the highs. This could be maybe, of course, spell some trouble in the market. This could be a thing that we could be looking at. Of course, this could be in the, this could be in the coming hours ahead of ourselves, providing still some more resistance over here. So I'm very curious about how this is going to be playing out here. Personally, I do not think it's going to be having all too bad of an effect here on the market, but of course, it's still like a falling wedge in a falling wedge here, because like you can clearly see over here, we're trading in a big falling wedge over here. But right now, this is, again, a falling wedge in a falling wedge. So yeah, most likely going to be leading towards even more bullish continuations. So, I mean, I'm pretty settled. I'm pretty much looking forward towards what we are going to be getting here from up this point. Of course, let me get a different 4-hour chart here in front of your screen. So you could be, let me as well remove this one. Delete, yes, delete this. So let me as well get like a different approach from of the point here. So yeah, you can clearly see here downward slope resist line from the highs, forming a downward slope resist line, and of course together with the downward sloping support line. This is of course looking like a very interesting pattern. We could be as well trading. Of course, I will be for sure keep my main focus on this symmetrical triangle. This falling wedge here, the bigger one. But for sure, right now in the imminent short term, we're seeing two symmetrical triangles. I say it again, two falling wedges basically playing out on the chart. And because we are seeing two of them, we're just going to take them both in consideration. Of course, if we do see, yeah, of course, this one getting broken, this is going to, yeah, most likely going to result in a continuation towards the next resist line on this bigger time frame, of course. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty exciting one. Of course, we're just seeing like price action getting so much squeezed in towards an apex. So you can clearly see it, right? So the lows are getting diminished, like you can see over here, the highs as well, and they're going to just run in towards an apex. And it's just going to be a matter of time till Bitcoin is just going to show us massive volatility. And of course, like you can see in 2 days and 8 hours, we're going to be visiting the apex. But we do know that Bitcoin tends to just break out before reaching those apexes. So just be expecting that as well here. expect that Bitcoin is going to create massive volatility in just the coming hours ahead of ourselves, and it's going to be a crazy journey, and maybe it's going to be happening tonight. Maybe we don't know here, but of course we do know that this is extremely close here, and yeah, it fell below, it fell to hold on to support line. It's just going to be bearish, but bounce back from up here is going to be as well a thing that we could be assuming. You always call my nerves. Thank you. I mean, if I just place myself in the person I was 4 years ago, I mean, I needed as well people that call my nerves here, but it's just a process. It's just a process becoming a better person in crypto, understanding the game more and more and more, and it's just an exciting journey in my opinion. It's an exciting journey, and I think there's no big reason to be starting to get worried. Those times once the market is down, you should be benefiting from it, because yeah, if you're, let's say you're planning on selling your Bitcoin right now, who do you think you're selling against? Who do you think you're selling against? I mean, you can literally see it in front of your screen. You can see it literally in front of your screen, because on-chain data literally reflects who you are selling towards. So first of all, let me look at what the interest is from the miners. So the people that basically put the network together, the people that keep the network alive, the people that have to pay their electricity bills. Do they think it's worth it to be still mine their Bitcoin? Do they think it's worth it to still mine Bitcoin, even though the price is trading way lower, 33% lower than the all-time high? Is it still worth it for them to be mining Bitcoin? Well, basically indicates that the market is still developing and, on fundamentally speaking, still trading on all-time highs. Yes, the miners are buying right now. The miners are not afraid. The miners are not having fear. The miners, instead of having fear, well, the market came down, they were about to set a new all-time high in hash rate. And they are very confident the market is going to move up here. So first of all, smart money. Miners are smart money, because of course you don't move this up if you're just going to mine Bitcoin with your own computer. No, these are big players, of course. It's an extreme high amount of hash rate, of course. It's an hash rate of let me see, 180 E. I don't know exactly what the E stands for, but yeah, you can see it's a lot. It's a lot, but the hash rate is extremely high right now, so it means the miners are having confidence in the market. As well, a thing that we do know as well is, like, you can literally see what the smart money is doing is exchange balance. exchange balance. What have we been seeing in, like, the correction over here? What have we been seeing in this correction phase? Basically, just look back at what we have been seeing in every single market correction. In every single market correction, we tend to see an extreme big amount of Bitcoin balance of exchanges getting left. So Bitcoin leaving exchanges. So that basically means here is that there is a lot of accumulation from exchanges on that point here. Because you know why? Because usually these big players are buying OTC from miners, but miners are not selling. And because miners are very confident the market is going to move up, they are not selling right now. And that's very interesting. So they have to be buying of those exchanges. So you can still see the trend continues. Balance of exchanges keeps continuously going down here. The interest on Bitcoin is not stopping. The interest is rising. And of course, just as well as mentioned, in 2 years from now on, the halving will be here for Bitcoin. Well, it's going to result in Bitcoin as well having 50% of its supply getting minted that it has got right now here. So the supply will be getting halved in terms of the reward from the miners. So it's going to be even more scarce, and it's going to be even more interesting, because it will be leading towards an even further volatility shock here. And of course, it's going to be very interesting on how the miners are going to be reacting towards it. But personally, I think it's going to be an inevitable story that the continuation is still going to be there. So I'm looking forward towards that, of course. I think it's very interesting. But yeah, you can literally reflect about what smart money is doing right now here. Smart money is literally buying up here. Smart money is literally buying up here. Of course, address with 1K, nothing really changed over there. Of course, address with more than 100 Bitcoin, still nothing changed over there. Of course, if we do see, like, address with less than 10 dropped off here on literally the low. So that's, you see as well with, like, the addresses that are holding a certain amount of Bitcoin is a lot of manipulation with, because, like, it has been distributing over here, but you can split up your wallets. So wallets withholding then with, let's say you're a person, you have 1,000 Bitcoin, and you're having your 1,000 Bitcoins over 100 wallets, and you put those 100 wallets into one. Of course, the active wallets with 10 or more Bitcoin are going to drop drastically. So that's, of course, as well a game that's currently getting played with a lot of people. Of course, 10K wallet addresses are still increasing, so big wheels are still stepping in here as well for the 1K wallets. So yeah, pretty interesting. We can literally reflect what smart money is doing. And I like to reflect on it. I like to reflect and like to see what smart money is doing. But we do know, like, if we're looking at the miners, etc., they're very confident in this market. And of course, if the miners are confident, I'm confident as well here, because I like to join their party. I like to be joining the party of the miners, because I think, though, if I just look back towards every single time hash rate increases, it shows you that Bitcoin is most likely going to come towards the all-time high, because hash rate literally reflects the price action of Bitcoin. But it is lacking. It's lacking, of course. It's not necessarily if hash rate trades on all-time high, Bitcoin will be trading at all-time high. No, it's fundamentally seeing and fundamentally speaking, Bitcoin, its network is at the most secured as it has ever been here. So yeah, pretty interesting. Let's all work at McDonald's. I mean, for everyone who doesn't know yet, I worked 2 years at McDonald's, and that's where I find out about Bitcoin. So yeah, pretty interesting. What about your swing trade? Still having it open and still building up and adding more towards my trade here, bro. The true hodlers are miners, indeed. Just follow Will alert. Wills are buying and sending to ledgers. I mean, of course they are, because smart money knows that they have to hodl. Because if you're not hodling Bitcoin, what are you going to hodl? I mean, if you're going to hodl some assets, what assets are you going to hold? I mean, you could hold gold, but I'd rather hold Bitcoin, because if I'm going to be sending my, let's say, 100 gold bars, I have to be renting a lot of security, and it's going to be just so expensive. And gold is not real scarce. Gold is like the governments control the scarcity of gold. Because there's way more gold in all those mines. There's so much gold on this planet that we are right now living on, but it's not mined yet. Because if they're going to be mining all the gold, the price of gold will be dropped massively. And they do not want to do that. And of course, as well, if you just know, in space is literally so much gold that every single person on Earth, literally every single person on Earth, will become a billionaire. So much gold is in space. So if you're as well going to be looking like, what is a good investment in assets for, let's say, 20 years ahead of ourselves? It's Bitcoin. Because let's say one day we could create gold, because gold is literally created by a high amount of pressure on a certain stone. So gold is literally created, and of course there's some engineers that already can make gold. And of course, as soon as that got leaked, or as soon as people can make gold, the price of gold is going to be worthless. And just like, it sounds very weird, but like the world can change very quickly. And if you're going to be looking at one real scarce product, the only real scarce product on the world is just Bitcoin. And of course, it has like, the US always wants to be having an influence on their inflation, right? To say, oh, want to be having a 2% inflation this year, but like with Bitcoin, it's set every 4 years the inflation cut by half. And like right now we have inflation of maybe 0.5% or 1% a year, not a lot. But inflation is extremely low on Bitcoin. And of course, if we do look like at the mining curve of Bitcoin, like let me quickly see miners, can we see that issuance? Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, like you can see over here, this is basically the issuance of the Bitcoins towards the miners, right? So every 4 years, the issuance is getting halved here. And what this basically means, and what this chart basically tells you, is like every single 10, for everyone who doesn't know it yet here, so every 10 minutes, a Bitcoin block, if you're mining, your block reward will come every 10 minutes, because every Bitcoin block takes 10 minutes here. So every block you get rewarded. So every 10 minutes you're getting your payout, your share for mining Bitcoin, for securing the network. And every single 4 years, Bitcoin has its 4-year cycle, because every single 4 years, Bitcoin has a halving event. And that basically means here, not every single exactly 4 years, but every single certain amount of hash rate, we're going to get a halving event. And for now on, it takes approximately 4 years. And with this halving event, you're going to be basically splitting this total amount of Bitcoins that are getting minted mined every 10 minutes in half. So right now it's approximately 6.25. No, approximately right now every 10 minutes are 6.25 Bitcoin getting issued. And of course, in 2024, it's only going to be 3.12.5. So it's going to be halved all the way down here, and will be going to become only more and more scarce. So Bitcoin is not a short-term investment. Bitcoin is a long-term investment. For everyone who still doesn't understand the game, for everyone who still thinks by buying Bitcoin right now, tomorrow I will be rich. That's not how it works. I mean, I've been in the space for 6 years, and I've been just 5 years afterwards I became a millionaire. But of course, I started as well with very low capital. But I mean, it's for everyone. For everyone, it's possible. I mean, I've been 20 on my 20th year. I mean, I'm right at 20. This living year, I became a millionaire in crypto. And it didn't happen overnight. I mean, that's pretty funny. They always say like the first 100,000 US dollars is the hardest. Indeed, it was. But like my first 100K, I made that once I was 15 years old, but with my investments. So that's pretty weird. But afterwards, I lost a lot of valuation, but I took a lot of knowledge with it. Because I literally earned 100K, even more of that, but I lost literally 70K of it again. So that was a pretty important part about it. But of course, I got wrecked by the bear market. But of course, eventually, I didn't see it as getting wrecked here, because eventually I bought the bear market so good that I made even more profits. So yeah, I could have already been a billionaire probably if I played it right. But of course, that's always in hindsight. I mean, that's always in hindsight. So let's see what we're having right now with the chat here. Most still don't understand. Yeah, indeed. Don't think that you are going to be buying Bitcoin right now. You're going to become a millionaire tomorrow. No, I mean, if you buy Bitcoin right now, let's say for 10,000 US dollars, or, I mean, doesn't matter how much here, I mean, you could become a millionaire in 4 years, 5 years from now. And just give it 4 to 5 years and invest your money wisely and play the long game. Don't panic sell. Don't panic buy. Don't do all this emotional stuff here. If you're just, I mean, some people saying, oh shit, bear market is coming. And people are ready. I mean, I'm not kidding. There are already people that are selling off their Bitcoin right now because they think we're going to 20K. I think those people that are really doing that right now because their argument, they think it's going to go back to 20K. I think those people are never going to become a millionaire, a crypto millionaire at least, because that's not how it works in this game. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And of course, let's see how it's going to go here. If Bitcoin really is going to 20K, I mean, yeah, congrats. It's your call. I mean, you made a good call, but how likely is it? That's the question. But not with hodling, most Vienna. I think you can. I think with hodling you can, depending, of course. I mean, if you invest 10,000 US dollars right now wisely, you could be easily become a millionaire in 4 years, in my opinion. And I mean, the perspective of a millionaire will change very quickly because, like, in the Netherlands right now, we have an approximately rising rate of 12 or 13% a year with more people that are becoming millionaires. Because you know why? Because there's more inflation. There's more money getting printed, so more and more people will become a millionaire. But how much is being a millionaire still worth if there's hyperinflation, So please take that in consideration. Because, yeah, everyone is going to be a millionaire in this shit. Everyone will become it. But, I mean, how much is your buying strength at that point, Because hyperinflation will cause everyone to become a millionaire, but how much Bitcoin do you own, So, I mean, Bitcoin is as well, I've said several times before, Bitcoin is going to reach $1 million US rather sooner than later, and Bitcoin is going to reach $1 million way quicker than everyone anticipates. You know why? Because the dollar index is going to be, literally go in the ground. It's going in the ground. How are you feeling, my man? Everything okay for you? I mean, Jason Clark, I feel just perfect today. Dollar index losing more strength. Let me quickly check up on the dollar index. I'm very curious about how it's rolling out right now here. Indeed, it's coming down a little bit. Oh, this 1 hour candle is definitely beautiful to see here on the dollar index. So, said it several times before, higher range is definitely distribution, lower side accumulation. This 1 hour candle, of course, not really having an effect on the Bitcoin market so far. Because, yeah, Bitcoin market is well being red. So still flowing money out of the market. I'm not necessarily say no. Because of Elon. Crazy dips. I mean, that's pretty unfortunate, bro. But I mean, depending on where you invested in, it's all about the knowledge that you're taking up with yourself here. If you make some mistakes, it's all about the knowledge and taking the knowledge with you in the future to learn from mistakes and to become a better person from it. Still sure about massive pump within 48 hours. Yeah, still very certain that there is going to be a significant move here in the coming day here. So yeah, another 24 hours to go in if I say it correctly. But yeah, indeed, I do still think there's going to be a massive movement incoming. Like you can see, price action getting squeezed in here. Maybe 48 hours should be 72 hours. But I mean, at least there's going to be a very imminent move here on the market that's going to lead towards massive market volatility. 10,000 euros in Ethereum or Bitcoin, which will be having more ROI in 5 years? I think it's going to be Ethereum. I think that Ethereum is going to be the asset that's going to outperform Bitcoin in the coming 5 years. Knowledge costs time and money. I mean, not necessarily money, but it indeed costs time. But in this case, indeed, in crypto you learn the hard way, but it costs money. So Bitcoin coming down here right now, guys. By the way, 30 more minutes to go till the S&P 500 is going to open, and of course the general stock market is going to open. So so far we've been down 1.5% here on this pre-market. So yeah, you can see over here, let me quickly check this up here. So market down 1.6% to the wick, of course, to the lower side of the wick, even lower, of course, we have been down 2%. So we have been recovering a little bit here. It's all because of the fear that's returning back in towards the market right now. And let's see how we're going to be holding up, because we're right now, of course, 30 minutes away before opening this the stock market. And of course, as soon as the stock market is going to be opening here, we're going to see massive volatility. I can already assure you that we're going to see massive volatility here on this market, and I look forward towards it. I definitely look forward towards it. That's true, guys. By the way, I see we're watching with 1,100 of you guys out there right now. 1,100 of you guys right now watching. Will be truly amazing if you could slap up a like button, of course. If you're smashing out the like button, you will be helping out the channel massively, but you will be as well help out the algorithm that's going to be beating YouTube here at all. So it will be truly amazing if you're going to smash it up. By the way, 30-minute candle close came down here. Still lower low with this candle right now getting formed here. Sorry, lower low getting formed with the candle. Still high low on the RSI. So still Belu's divergence is getting enabled on the market. Very curious about how that is going to be playing out right now. Hopefully this could be leading still towards a continuation up here. The voice is cutting. That's not true. I think the voice is not cutting because that couldn't happen anymore, because like I got a whole new microphone setup and I already checked it. So I think that's not. Oh, someone has just sent me a new concept page, guys. I just got a message here on my phone because someone just sent me the new concept about the new website, of course, that's coming up, because yeah, we're just still working on some concepts that we're going to use here. Yeah, nice, man. That's very good by you. So yeah, I'm very curious about how the stock market open will be affecting the market right now. That's going to be the thing that's going to be very interesting. Should I buy right now? Wait, that's already really up to you, man. I mean, I've been explaining my thoughts. Of course, I can't give you any financial advice. You always just have to do your own research on the market. That's going to be the most important thing. What are your thoughts about spot trading? I mean, spot trading is good. I mean, I mean, like leverage is like you're learning it the hard way, but spot trading is like very good. I mean, you can learn if you're going to be winning to leverage trade. I mean, first you maybe should start with spot trading, because you're going to be basically try it. Of course, you're going to most likely lose less amount of percentage wise, at least. Let me see what we could have here. By the way, on Cointelegraph, what we're having, Bitcoin wobbles below 46k as one Bitcoin passes 800k Turkish lira for the first time. I mean, let me quickly check up on the lira against the Bitcoin chart here. It's absolutely crazy, man. What is currently going on here? Turkish lira against the dollar, the Bitcoin. Let me quickly see. Can I see it? B2C Turkish lira. It's this one. It's the 830k. Got the. Oh my gosh! Look at the moon. That's the name. I mean, Turkey. It's crazy. I thought this is absolutely crazy. What's going on, guys? I mean, look at this. Does this chart look familiar for you? I mean, for me, it does. I mean, this is the first country that is experiencing this, right? And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And of course, Turkey is also a state of Europe. So a European country are having hyperinflation. It's crazy. It's crazy what we're currently witnessing. It's of course a mess. I mean, just imagine if you just swapped your Turkish lira for Bitcoin, like in July, you made a 227% profit. And I mean, you know, wait, this chart is this could be as well the dollar chart here, Bitcoin against dollar, because eventually I think Bitcoin is going to reach 1 million way earlier than expected, is because Bitcoin is going to, of course, the dollar will be losing their valuation way quicker than everyone expected. So yeah, I mean, very curious how it's going to be playing out. But just look at how much valuation, I mean, the US dollar against the euro is losing right now. Look at this here today. Like the weekly chart is this. This is the daily chart. Look at how much the dollar index against the lira is like increasing. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, just for all the people in Turkey that have been holding the lira in the past, let's say 109 days here, have been literally losing so much valuation. I mean, it's crazy. I should really go over this chart, by the way. This is a better chart. So this is the valuation that it has been losing here. I mean, it's crazy. Just look at, like, let me go in the weekly chart here, and let me go over the beginning of the drop-off here in August. So beginning August to where we are right now, you literally lost 55% of your valuation by holding your own currency. And I mean, this is going to happen with the dollar. This is going to happen with the euro. This is going to be happening to every single currency eventually. And this is the whole reason why I'm not panic selling my Bitcoin. Because I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for buying back dollars. And of course, see the market, of course, absolutely plunge down here. So yeah, of course, it's up to you what you want to be doing here. But this is, of course, a very big example. And of course, for the people in Turkey, I feel very bad for everyone out there. If you did not buy Bitcoin, of course. But yeah, it's just having a massive calm down, of course. It already has been in a downtrend, of course. Of course, if we're going to be compare basically the euro to the US dollar, it has been a little bit more differently, but of course, euro has been as well in this like downward trend here right now for a while against the dollar. So euro as well losing more value against the dollar. It's pretty interesting to see here. So yeah, I mean, it's just very scary, and of course for everyone. I mean, Turkey does need Bitcoin right now. Without Bitcoin, Turkey is basically fucked, because yeah, Bitcoin is basically the easiest way out for Turkey out of the current financial system, you know. So pretty interesting. And guys, by the way, real quickly, want to be thanking you guys because we just slapped through the 73,000 subscribers. 73.5K subscribers. So it's really amazing. Thank you for slapping up that like button, and thank you for slapping up that subscribe button on the channel once again today. And yeah, let's continue our way here towards that 73.6K target. Will be truly amazing. So I'm looking forward towards it. Turkey is part of Europe, man. Turkey, I just as well searched it up. Part of Europe, because there was always like a lot of debate here, right? Turkey is an official land of Europe. Since 1999 they have become a state of Europe. I mean, they have become an Euro state. So it's a fact, bro. It's a fact. Of course, you can search it up on Google. Turkey is in the Europe. Yeah, but so very sorry for people in Turkey, of course. Turkey is part of Europe. Just search up on Google. I mean, it is not, but financially they are in the European Union. That's it. They are maybe, of course, it's part of South Asia basically, but they are a Europe country. They are EU. They are in the European Union. So that's pretty good. So of course they are in Asia. That's true, but they're part of the European Union. Not Union. Yeah, indeed, the EU. They're just part of that, and that's the reason why I call that. Because yeah, they're part of the EU, and that's the reason why I think it's a little bit worse. Because like, there's other countries like all the Europe countries right now are going to be having a little bit of a harder time, because just like Greece last time around here, there has to be money going towards Turkey, right? They are not. Everyone's saying they are not. But why is this site saying it to me? I mean, I will look in towards it. Everyone is saying it isn't, but I made like it. Look at this side. This side is saying yes. Why is this side saying yes to me? I mean, I will be looking towards it after the stream. They are official. They are official candidates. Okay, maybe that's it. Onion. Yeah, I know. It's a pretty funny one. Let's go back to the charts. Let's go back towards the charts. It's a partner, not a member. Okay, that's maybe the difference. They are a partner, but not member. Yeah, I see. They are one of the main partners, and both are members of the EU. But yeah, fake site. I mean, maybe it is, but I mean, it's just Wikipedia. So I mean, I can't trust Wikipedia. But I'm not going to look over it. Turkey is an country from America, man. It's USA. Just kidding. So Bitcoin coming down. By the way, it closed this 1 hour candle 10 minutes ago. I guess they will join the onion. Of course, they like onions. They like onions a lot. Turkey is not in Africa. Turkey is Asia. I mean, whoa, there's so much people talking about this kind of stuff. It's pretty funny. Okay, let's talk about something else. I mean, the only thing we can say about Turkey is like it is just having too high amounts of inflation, and it's of course a thing that's very bad. Lira got rocked. I mean, yeah, so far it looks to be it's a pretty big rock pool from the Lira. Of course, the government may be trying to be buying more Bitcoin. That's maybe a thing. But of course, everyone in Turkey is into crypto right now. That's the thing I do know already. Turkey is great food. Indeed, Turkey is very nice. I like turkey to eat it, at least. Guys, let's stop about this. Let's talk about different stuff again here. Indeed, that's the thing I do agree with. So far we're still trying to retest this lower side of support. So far we're still holding it up as well. Check the heat map. Let me quickly go over the heat map, by the way. Let's see how the heat map for Bitcoin is looking right now. Of course, is it still looking good? Is it looking bad? Of course, we do know. I've been talking about this level several times before. Like the major support range for Bitcoin right now. It's very simple, and I will be putting off the sound because it's very annoying. But the major buy zone for Bitcoin is of course going to be 40k. 40k is basically the biggest range that the majority of the orders are set up on right now. So it's a thing to look forward towards. Of course, we do know 44.9k and basically 40. Let's say 45k, 44.9k or 45k. Very strong amounts of orders set up as well over there. If we're going to go and look in towards a little bit of lower time frames right now, we could maybe see some other stuff as well. Yeah, once again here, the 45k range is a very strong level of support. I look forward towards seeing the 45k getting reached here. I've been already talking about the 45k target a lot of times, right? Of course, we do know monthly support. I mean, 45k is going to be a very strong level that's going to hold us up, in my opinion, at least. I do not see the market. I mean, unless we're going to get very bad news out of there, we're going to fail to hold on that 45k range here. But otherwise, 45k is crazy. Otherwise, 45k is going to be in a level we're just going to be holding up here. So I'm looking forward towards it. Definitely think this could be a very strong level that we could be holding on towards right now on the market. And so far on the heat map, looks to be that a lot of buy orders are going to roll in on that point. Of course, still, if we're going to look at major resist, going to be 47 to 48k that we have to break here in order to see that continuation up here getting generated. Yeah. The warning alerts are right now off. I mean, that was pretty unfortunate. I still had them up. So, have you been analyzing Near Protocol? No, I have not done it. Near Protocol is pretty good one. I like it. I like Near. Of course, near moved up very quickly, came down there. Of course, on the 1 minute, it was literally a one buy. It's like on the 1 minute candles, this was just one big buy, and it came down again. So it was pretty interesting what happened over there, basically. The near protocol, pretty interesting one to look at, of course. I mean, let me remove this line over here, and let me take a clear view about what we're currently seeing, right? So you can clearly see downward slope resist line, upper slope support lines are getting generated on this market everywhere. And yeah, you can clearly see we're in some kind of a consolidation phase. We're in just this range where we're reaccumulating and where we're just trading on right now casually. So I'm pretty interested about how it's going to be playing out here. I'm pretty interested about how it's going to roll out over here right now. So upper slope support line, downward slope resist line, looking all pretty decent, of course, looking all very, very strong here. And I look forward towards how it's going to be rolling out here, and I look forward towards how it's going to be playing out, but it could be taking quite a while before we're going to see a clear direction getting met here on this market. So, yeah, that's the thing I look forward towards. In terms of 4 hour, nothing very interesting playing out. It's coming down very quickly right now, but that's, of course, as well because Bitcoin is currently doing so, and the stock market is going to open in 15 minutes, and that could be having a very interesting effect on the market in general. But yeah, near protocol looking pretty interesting right now, to be honest. I mean, it's coming down. It's clearly in a downtrend. What you don't want to be seeing here is maybe some bullish divergence getting formed here. I mean, look, like you can see right now here on the MACD, we're regaining our strength here, or basically we're seeing less sell pressure coming towards the market, but we're still forming lower lows. So it looks to be that we're forming in momentum divergence right now, and this could be leading towards the continuation towards the upside. So yeah, I'm very curious. I do think the market could be reversing on this 4 hour chart anytime soon here. So yeah, looking pretty good here. And of course, I will be trying to keep my eyes wide open on the S&P as well, because the S&P is going to open in 15 minutes from now on, guys. The US stock market is going to open in 15 minutes from now on, guys. And let me know in the chat, what do you guys think what's going to be happening here? What do you right now think here what's going to be happening? And of course, someone's asking, what do you think about Decentraland right now here? I mean, I've been giving my opinion about Decentraland already quite a while back, right? I mean, I think it's good, but I do think like gaming projects are right now a little bit overhyped maybe. And I've been calling the top as well for Decentraland. I've been calling the highs over here that I've been taking profits on it because I've been holding the token. And of course, I've been holding the token for a while. I've been selling it here, not exactly top 29th of November. I've been calling it over there as well since we broke down the support range. It has just continuously been going down and down and down. And yeah, Decentraland was, I mean, for me right now, I do not really see it setting a new optimized anytime soon here. I do think it lost its strength a little bit here on the immediate short term. So very curious about how it's going to be playing out right now. Just the same for like Sandbox. I mean, Sandbox I've been calling the exact top here for Sand because, yeah, I've been saying, of course, once the game is going to get out here, it's going to be, of course, most likely not going to be forming any new all-time highs because you see it's like buy the rumor, sell the news, and that's, of course, exactly what it was once again with Sandbox over here. So a pretty good one, pretty interesting one to have. Wick down on the market to open, then drift up. Let's see what we're going to get, guys. I just ask you guys, of course, what the predictions are for the market open. Stocks. Let me see what we're having here. Yeah, so I mean, we're looking to the S&P 500 because I think it's important to look at the US 500, S&P 500 right now because it's going to be, yeah, of course, determine where the general market is heading towards. So I'm looking forward towards what we're going to get from at this point. We're running 12 minutes away before opening the stock market. And we're going to just witness it. Because we do know that every single time the stock market does open, we tend to see a lot of volatility either direction here. As well for Bitcoin, of course for the stock market in general. But because the stock market is moving so much here, it's going to be dragging Bitcoin as well towards the direction. So that's the thing we're looking forward towards. Can you check Reef and Crypto Costa? Big shout out to you, of course. It's really amazing you're tuning in. Reef, I mean, Reef is... it's pretty interesting, like always, of course. Reef, I mean, it has been down very significantly, right? So it has been down very significantly. Let me remove all the drawings. I mean, Reef is this, if I say it correctly, it's the DeFi project, of course. And, I mean, what basically happened here, and the reason why Reef pumped in the beginning is because, like, beginning in this year, we had this DeFi hype. We had this DeFi hype here in the market, and that was resulting in every single DeFi project pumping here. And I've said it several times before, I think that January or February are going to be once again returning the hype towards DeFi projects. I'm very curious if this is going to be playing out here, but I personally think, and I do believe in altcoins having these certain hype cycles, you know? So Reef right now has particularly low market cap, 300 million market cap, so you could easily do a 10x. Just trading on 3 billion and you're not even trading in the top 50. So Reef, a lot of potential, first of all. Of course, as well, if we're looking to the market cap compared to the price action, not a lot of inflation. So that's, of course, also very good to see. So if you're looking at Reef, yeah, it has been forming, of course, again, a lower low than the previous low over there. That is pretty unfortunate to see so, because it shows you a sign of lack of strength, basically. But on the current time of recording, if we're just going to reflect on what we're seeing right now in the market, we have been clearly seeing price action coming down here. While the price action, they came down here. The RSI, basically the momentum indicator, has been increasing in its valuation. Of course, if we're going to take some other momentum indicators with us, like the MACD, clearly seeing the same here. MACD has been forming higher lows. Price action keeps forming these lower lows along the way down here, losing their strength, losing their valuation, resulting in a double bullish divergence right on the Reef chart on daily candles. So, is this a good time for accumulation? I will say yes, because first of all, we're seeing the momentum divergence getting created. Second of all, you can clearly see previous resistance flipping to support right now. Not all too bad of a bad buy here. I think that Reef has a very low risk buy right now for very potential high rewards. And that is a reason why I do think it's a good accumulation range here. And of course, let's say DeFi projects are going to take a little bit more of hype towards it. It could be having a very positive effect here. Wonderland is an interesting but risky any DeFi. I mean, Wonderland is like you get these very high APYs, right? Wonderland is this token with these extreme high APYs, if I say it correctly. Actually, I mean, it's pretty interesting what they're doing. Let me quickly check up their app. Like, they got 400k stakers. Pretty interesting, of course. Yeah, like, yeah, look at the APY here. It's pretty crazy. Total lock value of 1.2 billion. I mean, I've never tried it before because I think it's just too beautiful to be true, you know. So I mean, yeah, let's see what it's going to be doing here. Wonderland pretty low market cap as well here, but it has been rising, came down massively again. Yeah, let's see what we have. Let's see what we're going to get. Hey Rob, what do you think about the VVS Finance? Never heard about this project. Very low market cap. Oh, this just got launched here. I mean, yeah, it just got launched here. VVS more. This is a very particularly new token. This particularly new token is not on TradingView. So, I mean, I really want to be giving my thoughts on it, but I can't because it's not on TradingView. So, excuse me for that. I would love to go over Tiger Paul, but no, unfortunately, I can't really give my good thoughts about it right now. Elrond, what do you think about Elrond? I mean, Elrond is a good buy. Like I do like the project, but the only bad thing, like I said several times before, is like the Binance Smart Chain security breaches that's resulting as well in the Elrond price action. Yeah, taking a little bit more of a bigger hit here. Of course, recovered very quickly up here. Since then, came down once again very quickly. 35% correction is a massive one, right? So another massive correction for the Elrond price action, of course. Daily time frame, Elrond trading on very strong support. Definitely critical for accumulation. Resistance, previous all-time high. Support so far. So let's see if we could be holding up this level. By the way, Bitcoin coming down further on those last 8 minutes before the stock market is going to be opening here. Well, the stock market is curving back up here, guys. So pretty crucial times here. Right now, we're 1 hour and 30 minutes away before closing the 4-hourly candle as well. And this 4-hourly candle is going to be determining if Bitcoin is either going to see a breakdown of this crucial reversal pattern that you want to be seeing breaking towards the upside. Because otherwise, yeah, it's going to be just breaking down, and it's going to be resulting in Bitcoin going towards lower targets. So, crucial times right now in the market. And we're going to be witnessing this all together, and it's going to be a very, very important one. It's going to be very important, guys. So please take your eyes wide open on the market right now here. 7 more minutes to go till we're going to go open the US stock market. And it's going to be a pretty interesting one. Let's see, guys. Make sure to drop your prediction. I will be quickly making a poll here. What happens first for Bitcoin, guys? 47k or 44k? Let me know. Let me know, guys, what's happening first, 44k or 47,000 US dollars. So this is pretty exciting, guys. Yeah, exactly what AA is right in saying. This is very exciting. This is extremely exciting. Extremely exciting. Yeah, hopefully we could be getting this fake out towards the downside. Guys, let me know what your predictions are for the coming hours. How is it going to be looking like? Is there going to be more volatility on the stock market open? Let me know in the chat. hopefully we're going to see so. Another 6 minutes to go right now. It's going to be an extremely exciting one. Last time around, usually once the stock market does open, we tend to see, a lot of volatility always. Just always a lot of volatility. Like I'm just looking back like to the last candles that we opened the stock market on. Like this was the 16th, this was the 15th, this was the 14th, this was the 17th. Let me quickly search it up. This was the 17th, and this is today. So, yeah, guys. Oh, wait, next one. So, it's going to be a pretty interesting one. How is the stock market open going to behave itself? Of course, last time around here, like you can see over here, minor pump, minor dump, minor dump, minor dump. So, 3 times in a row, we got a dump. So, last 3 days, the stock market opens, we did saw a dump. But, of course, we do know today, it's a Monday. It's a whole new it's a different week. Let's go in the week positively, of course, right? So, let's go for it. I'm looking forward towards it. I can't wait to see. Of course, the beginning of last week around here, we were on the 10th of December. 10th of December last week around was a massive market pump. Oh, also a dump here. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Let's just wait and see on how it's going to be playing out. 5 more minutes to go right now. 5 more minutes to go. 41K, that happens first. 20K first have to happen. Let me see. Flat 44K. I mean, yeah, it's flat 44K, guys. What happens first? Make sure to put your vote in here. Right now, currently, the majority of the voters are saying we're most likely first going to go down to 44,000 before continuing our way up here. So, pretty interesting votes that we're currently getting in here. Of course, fear is definitely ruling in the market right now, and you can literally see it reflecting here on the community polls, of course. Like we do know, because we do a lot of community polls, and we're trying. I mean, I want to be seeing what the sentiment is here of the viewers, what you guys think. And let me see what we're going to have here. It's legit, but can rock at any time. What are you talking about? Stock market will dump. I mean, there is a lot of fear once again in the stock market, but I think it was a little bit of an overreaction going in towards the Monday. Okay, look at mirror protocol. I could for sure do so. But give me a second. I want to be witnessing the new stock market open, guys. I'm very curious about how it's going to be reacting. Of course, right now we're still 1 hour and 30 minutes away before closing this 4 hourly candle, and make sure this right away while you're down there. While we still got another 3 minutes spare before getting in towards that important candle, of course. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at RoverCRC. You can see it right now on the bottom left side of the screen. If you're going to slap with the follow button over there, you're going to stay up to date with the market. Once we're not live, I will be dropping you guys some updates over there about charts, about information, etc., etc. So make sure to follow us over there. Pretty interesting to do so. It's not so hard, and I mean you will be, of course, getting a lot of value out of it by Twitter, and of course you will be just staying up to date about the general market. So make sure to check that out here. Definitely worth to check it out. And of course, if you do want to be trading the market, do not forget to check out BYBIT here in the link description. They are as well offering you currently the biggest deposit bonus ever. It's not going to be there for a long time anymore, so make sure you're benefiting from it right now, because they're right now offering you a $4,100 deposit bonus. So make sure to check that out right now here in the link in the description. So definitely very exciting. Very, very exciting. It's because of more pandemic news. They're posting now a cruise ship just came back with many passengers. That's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, the only thing that I do not like is like, of course they like if you just look like these stocks from like, let me see. I will search it up later. Let me quickly watch on this candle close, because this volatility is just turning up here. Let me see. We'll check Casper again. I could check Casper again here in the future. I for sure can check it in the future again. So 2 more minutes to go, guys, and I'm looking forward towards it, because always, of course, on these stock market opens, volume runs up here, volatility runs up here, and of course that's going to be reflecting on the Bitcoin market as well. So guys, 2 more minutes to go here. I'm very much looking forward towards it. Someone is saying I'm 100x shorting right now. I think it's a pretty risky move you're taking over there. 100x short. I think no matter long or short one it is, you're going to take big risk, my man. You have balls of steel. You're taking big risk here. So, yeah, pretty interesting what you're doing, what you're trying to do, and what you're trying to accomplish. But good luck, I should say. Good luck, I should say. So, hopefully it's going to be working out for you. But we got another 1 minute and 30 seconds to go till we're going to be opening the stock market. And the volatility will be turning up, guys. I'm looking forward towards it. I'm looking very much forward towards what kind of effect this will be having here on the cryptocurrency market, because yeah, we do know stock market opens around this time of the day. We tend to see as well the volatility turn up for Bitcoin, and you know why that is? It's because the stock market is going to open. Of course, the day is Monday, and because it's Monday here, the weekend is over. People are ready to start trading again. And it's going to start in 50 seconds from now on, guys. So make sure that you are ready for it. And let me see if we could get some hype in the chat here, guys. 1 minute to go. Let's see what we're going to be happening here for the market. Hopefully, it's going to be in the green here. Of course, we do know there's a lot of fear in the stock market currently because, yeah, the Omicron version, of course, and people are afraid. Traders are afraid. And yeah, let's see how it's going to go here. 25 seconds to go. Let's see. Rover, how do you think the head and shoulders is performing on a daily time frame? So far, we have not seen a significant bounce yet here, but indeed on a daily time frame for Bitcoin, we are looking at a head and shoulders. So, stock market is opening in 10 seconds, guys. 5 seconds to go, 4 seconds, and stock market is live, open trading. So, let's see what we're going to get here. Volatility is going to be right now, of course, get turned up here, but it's of course lovely to see. So far, yeah, stock market, yeah, new week. We started the Monday, so looking forward towards the whole week that we do right now have ahead of ourselves. And yeah, it started, and of course it's curving back into the green, so that's lovely to see. So so far, of course, right away in the open, nothing really did happen. Also volatile, of course, but yeah, pretty interesting to see. Of course, in terms of where it was opening before, yeah, it came down pretty heavily already in the pre-market, so that's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, today 1.2% down here, and hopefully on the open it could be having a little bit more of a bullish effect here, just like it had here last times around here, where it was going down in the pre-market and then where it moved up in here and once the market was open. So yeah, pretty interesting. And yeah, the stock market is open for trading. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I'm looking forward towards the day right now. I'm pumped, indeed. For me as well, I'm pumped here. I'm always look forward towards stock market being open because it will be allowing more volatility in the market. So far, of course, Bitcoin forming this wick on the lower side. Bitcoin coming up here a little bit further. So it's going to be crucial for our hourly close here to stay up on this level. Because, yeah, if we do fail to hold on towards it, yeah, this is going to result in lower targets getting reached here. So pretty important to look at right now. And so far, pretty good. We're holding on towards it. So far, pretty good. We're holding on towards it. So I'm looking forward towards it. Looking forward towards it. So go S&P 500. Indeed, guys. Hopefully, we could be seeing it pushing up here. But so far, not a lot of volatility is turning up towards the market. Bro, it's at all-time lows. Some people are discussing about Casper. It can't go to 1 cent here. I mean, Casper is already trading on 11 cents here. I mean, it has a 300 million market cap, so I mean, yeah, it could easily do a 10x, but I don't know, depending on the project, on how strong it is, of course. It's an aggregated XRP capital portfolio. I mean, yeah, pretty interesting, of course. So, yeah, flipping the candle into red here. S&P 500 coming down a little bit further on from this point. So far, not a lot of volatility is getting enabled. Pretty calm on the open. Pretty calm on the open. Don't pump. Everyone wants to be seeing it coming down here. I'll put Casper at 1 cent in the pre-market. So that's a very good one from you, Mark. I mean, you made some very good profits by that. What are the chances for Bitcoin reaching 42k? Chance is definitely there. If I have to give it a 1 out of 10, I think it's a 6 out of 10 chance, or 5 out of 10 chance here. This is a 50-50 here. Do we necessarily have to visit it? No. Are a lot of people anticipating it? Yes. Is that a reason for me to not anticipate it? Yes. So yeah, that's basically what I think about it. So yeah, pretty important to look at. Cheap crypto next year. I mean, I don't think so. I think crypto is going to be way more expensive in 2022. Because yeah, we do know 2022 is going to be a crazy year. It's going to be crazy inflation year. That's what we do know here, because the rates are not changing. So inflations will keep rising. So 2022 is going to be a crazy good year for crypto. I can tell you already. 2022 is going to be the year of crypto again. And I'm looking for, I mean, this 2021 was just a head start, you know. There was like, some people say 2021 was the year of crypto, but I think it will be 2022. Order book for sales. Check order book. What was everyone saying? Dump. Everyone's saying dump. I don't know what's going on here. We're missing 500 likes, guys. Yeah, by the way, if you haven't already slapped it up here, do so right now here. Smash up the like button if you haven't already. And of course, for everyone who hasn't subscribed yet here, make sure to smash it up right now here. Do a tweet if it's wrong. No, man, that's not true. I've never deleted my tweets. You'll be hella rich. I mean, a 10x is not necessarily very rich if you make a 10x. I mean, you really can get rich here if you do like these 100 or 200 x's, you know. Let's see. So far, yeah, not a lot of volatility turning out here, to be honest. But guys, right now, what we'll be doing here is that today's stream I will be wrapping up here, and of course as soon as we are going to see in 4-hour like on the close below one of those crucial levels, or as soon as we do see another market move, or as soon as we do see something interesting playing out here, I will be the first one out there on whole YouTube to smash up that like button again here. So guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell notification, because if you're going to smash up the bell notification right now, you will be not missing out on the next video. And of course I will be drop out the next video as soon as we do see something important to discuss on the market. So if you want to be staying up to date here, if you want to be finding out about always the latest developments on the market, so you could be reacting very quickly towards it, make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube. Smash up the bell notifications. And guys, thank you so much for watching once again towards the amazing stream. And I will catch you guys most likely later today. Peace out. Goodbye.